You know that it's fun to go out, except I never leave my house. I'm either at work or home, and it seems kind of pathetic just drinking alone. So if you got nothing going on, have some drinks with Ron.
Hello and welcome to Drinks with Ron. I'm Ron and, well, this is my drink. Got a growler from the Potosi Brewing Company, of course, in Potosi, Wisconsin. A mighty fine brewery, I might add. Just filled last week. I've got a half gallon of the Pure Malt Cave Ale. I believe triple malted. It's a hybrid of English brewing styles. So to complement my English style cave ale, I bought a set of glasses a while back, and one of them is the English pulp glass. So it's supposedly supposed to enhance darker and medium colored ales, as well as being stackable. So we'll see. We'll give that a shot. But yeah, I got it last weekend. We were down there, and it was oddly enough, in Lancaster, it was my 15-year high school reunion, which I did not really attend because I was at the brewery. And not to sound like a dick, but I'd make that decision 100 times out of 100. I'm going to the brewery. Nothing against the people in my class or anything like that. Just seeing people that I haven't seen in a long time, or set me off to a distillery or a brewery, yeah, that's a no-brainer. But I was, yeah, I was supposed to go to that, but I started thinking, you know, you show up, you have all these catch-up conversations, essentially, is what they are. You know, you haven't seen most of these people in 15 years. Oh yeah, I did this, I got, you know, my kid's this old, we bought a house, you know, you go through the whole thing, which is fine, but you do it 40 times. So right now, I thought I would go right through from high school graduation till now, throw it out of the way in one shot, and catch anybody who I didn't catch up with up in one shot. Graduated in 97, moved to Madison, went to Madison Media Institute, got out of there, shot some commercials for a guy in Madison, moved back home, spent a year paying off student loans, moved to La Crosse, where I eventually got a job in a TV station for a while, before I eventually got a job at a radio station for about 3 years, did on air, that whole fun stuff. About then is when my kid was born, thus necessitating the move back to small town Lancaster to do the whole family thing. And kid's about to be 7. We just bought a house, well, about a month ago today, and there you have it. Long and short of it, minus many, many pints and such things that, well, essentially the interesting stuff that I put on Drinks with Ron. But I did wind up going to the bar where they were hanging out later, which turned out it was good because they said, we walked in and they said, you had 20 minutes until we were coming to your house to get you guys, which would have done them no good because we weren't there. As I say, brewery. But there was somebody in particular that I wanted to see from there. This guy in our class named Drew. Well, see, Drew had this nickname in high school. He had a couple of them, but the one that mainly stuck, he was called Squeak. Weird name, yes, granted, but it goes back to 8th grade, which now, do the math, 5 years before graduation is now 20 years ago. There was, let me paint the picture for you. I believe it was like 7th hour reading class. And, you know, class about to be over, about 10 minutes from the end, when all of a sudden, the most horrendous smell, it smelled like decomposing aminal, It was horrible stench, just pungent and thick. You know, it hung like a cloud, like it literally. Well, like when you waved it, is like you could see the particles dissipate. But I was in a row all the way over in the front seat. Behind me was a guy named Thad, and behind him was Drew. Well, the smell hits you like a sack of fucking bricks. And Thad goes, "Oh my God, what is that?" Because if you know Thad, he doesn't have an indoor voice to his repertoire at all. So, Jesus Christ, Drew shit his pants! And of course, he's denying the hell out of it because, I mean, a fart this great, you either have to claim it or deny it to the hilt. So he's denying it, and of course he was new to the school the year before, so was essentially still the new kid, so it wouldn't have mattered what he said. The fart was blamed on him. A fart that almost cleared a classroom. I mean, it brought the whole class to a standstill, as literally 20 eighth graders are going, "Oh, yeah, yeah," and just horrendous. You know, and Drew, you know, denying it up and down, denying it up and down. So, I went to the reunion and told a couple of people the story, because I had to go to Drew and tell him that, indeed, I'm the one who dropped a fart for the ages. A fart whose repercussions rang out 20 years later as I still tell the story. And I went up to him and started telling him the story. And he knew it. He said, "God damn it, Thad! Thad blamed it on me!" I said, "No, yeah, well, Thad didn't do it, but you were close." So, yes, I got to get the story that I had been burdening myself with all these years. How I let an innocent man take the bullet so that I didn't wind up being known as the stinkiest motherfucker in Grant County. So, yeah, I felt a lot better getting it off my chest. He, however, did not feel any better, knowing the true source of the gaseous emanations. But I do. So, I'm going to finish up my pint in my craft brew glass. As I say, Potosi Pure Malt Cave Ale. Hybrid of 2 English brewing styles, 3 malts if I'm correct. Highlighted in an English pub glass because I am now apparently a drinking snob. So, if you get a chance, check out the Potosi Brewery, and if you drop a shit for the ages, blame the guy 2 seats back.